What up, YouTube? Shout out to the men, the women, and even you sorry ass niggas. I want to welcome everybody to another edition of Naughty Talks. I am the Naughty One, aka the Black Mane with the Black Mane, and we back again. Almost the first week of hoops down in the books, and man, oh man, I can't say this first week has had some crazy games, people, and we're gonna start right off because there's a lot to break down with yesterday and what's been going on, and let's get my thoughts and reviews on it. The Los Angeles Clippers traveled to Mile High City and clipped the Nuggets. I'm gonna be honest with you, man, I don't think nobody saw the Nuggets going 0-2 to start the season, being winless so far. Especially with the Clippers coming with no peg leg Paul George as he went to join the Weeping Giant, who didn't play due to getting pink eye, probably too much crying. We ain't gonna talk about the 76ers, but you know, peg leg Paul George and the Weeping Giant joining forces over there, and no load management sensei Kawhi Leonard. They travel up to the Mile High City and snatch one from the Nuggets. I mean, the Clippers shot 40 of 82 for 48%. 12 of 32 from the three, 17 of 21 from the free throw line, 36 and 81%, 44 rebounds. They had 16 turnovers, but they had 52 points in the paint. Now the Nuggets shot 35 of 82, 14 of 35 from the three, 40 and 40, which they outshot the Clippers in the three-point line, but they only got 34 points in the paint. They even had 6 less turnovers. They got out-rebounded, which is surprising, seeing the Joker and Aaron Gordon both in the paint. Michael Porter Jr., you shouldn't be getting out-rebounded by the Clippers, especially by that wide of a margin. Especially, and you shouldn't be losing with a turnover when you win the turnover margin. But you know, Norman Powell led all scores, led all Clippers, 37 points. He was 14 of 21 from the field, 7 of 11 from the three-point line. Man was putting in work last night. Came from LA with the strap. Zubac had a monster night as well, 24 points, 14 rebounds, 11 of 17 from the field, 4 assists. Both of those players were really efficient tonight, man. Very efficient. Harden, he had 23 points. He was 5 of 11 from the field, only 1 of 5 from the three, but the man had 16 assists, dropping dimes everywhere. And just like old shades of the Houston Rockets, James Harden, 12 of 13 from the free throw line. Hey, this type of play from the Clippers, I mean, if you can get somewhat close to this, they might have a decent season. I'm not saying they're going to win anything, but hey, they're going to be competitive with these players putting up these numbers, and they play tough. Ty Lue got this team playing tough. I know people I thought they was going to be a cakewalk, but they are playing some tough basketball right now, and to go in Denver and steal this game, hey, shout out to the Clippers. Joker led all scores though. Another monster night for Joker. 41 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 14 of 26 from the field, 7 of 12 from the three. Murray had a decent game, 22 points, 5 assists. I mean, the Nuggets got nothing else from nobody. Michael Porter Jr., 9 points, 4 of 13 from the field, 0 of 6 from the three. Aaron Gordon, 10 points, 3 of 10 from the field, 1 of 4 from the three. Both of these players are too tall, too athletic to be putting this up. Y'all can at least get to the basket, especially Aaron Gordon. I mean, you jump too high, all these fancy-ass dunks you can do to not be attacking the rim. Joker, it's too early in the season for Joker to be having to shoulder this much of the load. And Murray, I don't know, he just seems, I mean, he played decent yesterday. We ain't gonna talk about Westbrook. I didn't look up his stats because I don't want to be on a bash Westbrook tour. But Joker and them are gonna need some help, and I'm looking at Porter and Gordon to be the people that need to step up. I'm not gonna say Westbrook needs to play better because, hey, y'all was there to win this title. Y'all know what it takes. So these type of games are not gonna be acceptable. But shout out to the Clippers for going in, and man, what a start to the season. Nobody thought the Nuggets would be winless so far. And some games, man, I'm not going to talk about, but Cavs start the season 0-3. They are on a smack'em tour, but they have been smacking little niggas. I mean, their victories come against Detroit, Toronto, and Washington. Hey, shout out to Cleveland. You're 3-0. You can only play who they put against you, but them is little niggas. And that's how we going to leave it. Let me see. Boston, they continue to smack them tour against the Pistons, 124 to 118. What do we expect? Pistons are still trying to find their way, but they're playing some good basketball. To even this close after the Knicks got smacked like they did, hey, shout out to the Pistons. We can see the changes are being made and good basketball is being played. Hopefully they can get some people in those stands because, man, the gym looked terrible when you watch a Pistons game. It looked terrible. I'm not even gonna lie. The seats look empty as fuck, man. Excuse my language, but on this Sunday, but man, it looks bad. The Heat are able to rekindle the flame versus the Hornets, 114-106. Raptors lose to the Wolves, 112-101. The Grizzlies beat the Magic, 124-111. Ending the Magic smack 'em tour. Really, the Magic couldn't score, and they didn't really get no production out of Caldwell Pope. Wagner had another good game though, 23 points, 7 rebounds. He was 7 of 16 from the field, 4 of 10 from the three-point line. Banchero had a decent night. He was 16 points, 7 rebounds, 4 of 12 from the field, 1 of 4 from the three-point line. And like I said, Caldwell Pope nor Carter Jr., which is their big man center who can step out and shoot the ball. I mean, they couldn't throw a paper ball in a dumpster, bruh. They both went 1 of 6. That's 2 of 12 from the field, 0 of 7 combined from the three-point line. That's really the game right there. I mean, when you rely so much on three-point shooting and two of your top three-point shooters aren't shooting well, it's not going to end well, folks. And I mean, that's really the game. Like I said, Caldwell Pope showed flashes of this in the preseason where he couldn't throw a grape in the ocean. And I mean, Memphis didn't really have to do too much. They didn't really have to do too much. 16 points from Ja, 13 points from Bane. Jaren Jackson Jr., good return, 13 points. Aldama led all scorers with 22. OKC beat the Bulls 114-95. The big 3 for OKC. Hey, they looking legit this season. We know they was #1 in the West last year, but Chet Holmgren is looking like this season, even though it's his 3rd year, people want to say it's second, he's looking like he is really making a turn this year, and he's going to be a big factor for the OKC. We already know what Shea does, 22 points, 8 rebounds, 4 steals on the night. Jay Will, good wingman, 24 points, 8 assists, 9 rebounds. But Chet Holmgren, 21 points, 16 rebounds. I really think Chet might, if you can get Chet to step up into that #2 role to where he's the second guy and Jay Will drops down to that 3-man, hey, I think OKC might be onto something. Now, they're younger, so the egos might play a role, but if they can get them 2 players to be like, hey, let's get Chet some more touches. He is a bigger guy, 7'6", he can put the ball on the floor. He's going to have more mismatches. I'm not saying Jay Will is not nice, because he definitely has game. I'm just saying when you have that type of player, that you got to learn to utilize that, especially now that he's taking the turn. And I think it'll make things easier for Jay Will when people got to prepare for Holmgren as the second versus being the third. Bulls struggled, especially from the three-point line as a team, man. It was terrible. 15 of 53 from the three-point line, 28% as a team. Levine came to play as usual, 22 points, 9 rebounds. Vucevic, if I said your name wrong, you ain't going to hear it anyway. Fuck you. 18 points, 13 rebounds. Lonzo and Kobe White, listen, man, they couldn't hit the Great Wall of China with a tennis ball. It was bad, bruh, especially from Jacoby White, especially after the night he had against Milwaukee, to turn around and have this kind of night. That is crazy. Man, that is crazy. But anyway, Lonzo, 3 points, 1 of 6, 1 of 5 from the 3. But I give Lonzo a pass. You are just getting back. You are trying to find your rhythm. But it is what it is. We got to talk. And then Jacoby White, you did have 9 points, 3 of 12 from the field, 0 of 9 from the 3. What happened? He did not go to Academy and reload the clips. He needed to go back to the store and get some more ammunition. It's clear he didn't do that. He thought it was on auto reload, and nah, my boy, it was broke as fuck. But it is what it is. You know, they came to play. And that's the thing, when you're breaking that many shots, after you go 0-5, quit shooting, dog. Get to the lane. Do something else. Do something else. That's what I'm going to take away from the Bulls. Do something else. Stop shooting. After you go 0-5, hey, it's time to work on the floater. It's time to work on the pump fake, get into the lane, pull up. It's time to work on something. It's not time to keep hoisting up these fucking bricks. And that's all I'm going to say about that, man. I don't really want to go too much more. Spurs take out the Rockets last night. I guess Wemby went in and heard the video, man. Wemby had 29 points, 7 rebounds. Zohan second in command like it need to be. 17 points, 12 rebounds. Wemby, what the fuck? He should not be out rebounding you. Hey, I'm glad you stepped up in points, but the 7 rebounds, nah, you need to be a walking double-double. I know you had 29, I know, but man, you need to be like a 25-14 guy. Easy. Easy. 14 boards, that could be first half type shit. When you watch the games, there's too many times where Wemby isn't attacking the rebounds. And I think the Spurs have him on these restrictions because you know how Pop is. But nah, let the young man go. Let him go, man. Let him pad his fucking stats. And Chris Paul, I get it. You want to be a game manager, but he slows the game down too fucking much, trying to orchestrate too many things. Get Wemby the ball and get the fuck out the way. That's all you need to do, Wemby. That's all you need to do, Chris Paul. Just get him the ball and move. But, you know, outside of that, Spurs played a good game. Like I said, Zohan, 17 points, 12 rebounds. Spurs had 4 players in double figures. Jalen Green led all scorers, led all Rockets, 29 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. But to be honest, the game was close in general. But I think Jalen Brooks, is his name? Dylan Brooks, excuse me. Him and Wemby ended up getting tied together in the first half, trying to wrestle for the ball. And I think once he did that, he woke something up in Wemby that Wemby ended up pissed off and started dominating the game. And I think I know Dylan Brooks is known as the antics guy, but the antics need to stop because they don't work. They work against the bum players, but the players that are going to be good, they're going to bust your ass because you're really not that good, to be honest. And that's just my opinions. And I know he was giving USA buckets in the FIBA, but this ain't FIBA, this is the NBA, nigga. And you a role guy at best. But we not gonna do too much of that. Good win for the Spurs. Glad to see them bounce back. The Suns torched the Mavericks, 114-102. The Suns said, hey, scoring 35 in the first didn't work. Let's try doing it in the second. And they found success. I mean, but honestly, they won every quarter of this game, with the second quarter being the biggest disparity, 35 points for them. The Suns are filling it up. Bradley Beal didn't even play. But, you know, Dallas did get some from the big three. Luka dropped the 40 ball, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. Kyrie, 22 points, 5 assists, 3 steals. 9 of 22 from the field. They needed more from Kyrie, clearly, 102. No luggage, Clay. 19 points, 1 assist, 1 steal, 7 of 16 from the field. Hey, you can't expect nothing more from Clay. I ain't got nothing bad to say about no luggage. I'm expecting more from Kyrie in this moment right here. Kyrie, you and Sham Guy, y'all working on the moves. People call you this, that, and the third, one of the best pure scorers of all time. 9 of 22. You got to step up in these moments, man. I don't know. I know Kyrie's going to get his numbers, but he just ain't been the same since Boston. I'm talking about the finals, not since he played there, since the finals. I don't know, man. I think that got to him, bro. I mean, I think it got to him. But to be honest, they got no help though. Gafford was and I shout out to Gafford. I remember your name this time. I didn't remember it last time, but I got you this time, my boy. But you only had 7 points. That ain't gonna fucking cut it. And outside of the big three, nigga, the rest of the team scored a combined 21 points. Nigga, what? What? Hey, the Suns said no bill, no problem. The Mavs are trash. Not much to say out, man. The Suns have 4 players in double figures. It's pretty much gonna win the game. KD 31, Nurkic 18, Dunn 13, Book 21. Nothing much else to say, but that's not gonna cut it from the Mavericks. Man, I'm gonna leave it at that. The rest of the team scored 21 points. You're not gonna win basketball like that. You're not finna win. And that was one thing that I said. I wanted to see how Clay was gonna do against a team that could match up against him. Hey, Clay got his numbers. That's about what Clay has been averaging for his career, 19 points. I can't really knock him. I'm just gonna call him no luggage because he don't really get his own shot. And the game of the night, Lakers rally to beat the Sacramento Kings. Sacramento Kings, doing typical Sacramento King shit, giving up a 44-point fourth quarter. Are we fucking serious? Lakers moved to 3-0 on the season. Bron led all scorers with another triple-double, 32 points, 14 rebounds, 10 assists. Shout out to LeBron, 80, 31 points, 9 rebounds. Hachimura, 18 points, 9 rebounds. Reeves and D'Lo both chipped in 16. And I mean, look, when you Connect also had 10 points as well, so quality minutes from the rookie. But when you look at the Kings, DeRozan had 23, Murray had 14, Sabonis had 29, Herter had, I don't know his name, I'm sorry if I messed that up, I'm never gonna pronounce that right, but he had 14. De'Aaron Fox had 28. How the fuck do y'all not close these games? I'm not understanding. Y'all been together long enough. Y'all should have been able to have it figured out. I know DeRozan just came, but man, y'all got to be able to finish this. 44 points allowed in the fourth quarter is not gonna fucking cut it, man. That is unacceptable. Unacceptable. And I like the fact that let me slow down. Since the Lakers have been going through AD so often, that have allowed Bron to get some rest, which Bron was able to actually play a big game when it was really necessary. And that's what I'm liking. That's the biggest takeaway, and that's honestly I think what's helping the Lakers be 3-0 right now is because you're playing through the younger player AD, getting him his touches. And honestly, I don't know why Darvin Ham wasn't able to implement this. I don't know why it was so hard to get the Lakers to play like this. But now through I don't know what it is, but through JJ, he's able to get them to play how they need to play. D'Lo should have not have had 16 points. I'm sorry. That's how you lose the game right there. You do not allow D'Lo to score 16 points. De'Aaron Fox, you got to take the challenge and shut his bitch ass down. It should not happen. But, hey, shout out to the Lakers, man. I never would, if you would ask me at the start of this season, hey, you think the Lakers are going to be undefeated after 3 games, and if you think the Nuggets will be winless, I slapped you and called you stupid. But here we are, folks, and that's why they got to play the game. But the first week is almost over. They got games going on right now as we speak. We will be back to discuss those. But until we meet again, I am the Naughty One, a.k.a. the Black Mane with the Black Mane, and I'm out.